Hello everybody, Josh Krupp, 13 Action News, back with you here live with the latest new details about this mall shooting that happened earlier this evening at the Franklin Park Mall. A lot of really important new information just came in between the Toledo Police and the mayor about this, and we have to hop on here to give you the latest details. A headliner here is that this shooting appears at this time to be accidental. Doesn't take away from the fact that we've talked to several people who were there whenever they heard gunshots, and then a bunch of panic and people on lockdown. It was a scary situation for a lot of people who were there earlier this evening at the Franklin Park Mall. This was the scene outside as we were showing you earlier. Several police cars were there. We saw a lot of officers going in and out of the mall. Around 6 o'clock is whenever this happened. We just talked with the mayor, who said, according to a briefing he received from police, that there were two 15-year-olds who were shot here. And again, it was accidental. It appears at this time that there was a 15-year-old boy who had a gun, accidentally shot himself. And all this again happening in the food court, if you missed it earlier. Shot himself and a girl who was standing nearby. That girl also 15 years old. But again, this at this moment appears to be an accidental shooting. That's according to the mayor per a briefing with Chief Mike Trentley with Toledo Police. Toledo Police only saying in a brief statement on Facebook that detectives are continuing to investigate this, but both people suffered non-life-threatening injuries. No active threat at this time, though the mall remains shut down for the rest of this evening. No word from any representatives of the mall about this or what is going to happen moving forward. What security measures are in place to keep guns out of there, the policies that they may examine. I haven't been able to ask this question to a mall spokesperson. They haven't returned our request for comments at this time. But again, the headlining piece of information here is that Toledo's mayor is saying, citing a briefing that he received from the chief, that this was an accidental shooting. A 15-year-old boy was in the food court, shot himself and a girl who was standing nearby here earlier this evening. Again, this happening at just around 6 o'clock in the food court at the Franklin Park Mall here in Toledo. So that is the latest information that we have here. This was the scene earlier when we were on Action News Now talking with you about this. The mayor saying tonight that, this is there's no cause for fear here, saying to our team, quote, the only thing that should cause fear is that in the USA, it's the only place where there are more guns than people, saying that accidents like this could happen anywhere. We talked with security at the mall earlier tonight, around 7 o'clock, so about 90 minutes ago. At that time, the mall was still on lockdown, but they were able to definitively say then that this place would not open the rest of this night. While they would continue, while police were continuing their investigation there. But we saw several police officers going in and out here and a good police presence when this was happening. And again, we've heard from a lot of people who were there when this happened, who were either locked in stores for several minutes. Some people saying that they were on lockdown for a half hour, not of information, and not exactly sure what was going on while they were in lockdown. The boy, by the way, was taken into custody by police after running away from this area. The mayor said it appeared he was just scared, freaked out about what happened. Police ended up finding him in what looked like a dumpster later after that scene. So doesn't know right now either if they're going to pursue any charges from this. That's something that will still have to be looked over and determined, but that has not been figured out here at this point. One of the gunshots, by the way, appeared to ricochet. So that's one part of the investigation, too. The early word is that 2 shots came out from this gun. How that accidentally happens, I guess that's part of the investigation. That's something that we're asking, too. But it appeared that the teen shot himself, then accidentally fired off another round. It ricocheted and then hit a girl who was standing nearby. Again, we don't know how that all happens. That's part of the investigation, but that is the word coming from authorities at this hour. Haven't heard from officials about, again, any charges that the boy might face, but that is part of the ongoing investigation. And both of them, by the way, non-life-threatening injuries. That's the word from Toledo Police. That's really all that they have said about this in a social media post made within the last 20 minutes or so. Just said that no active threat. 2 people shot in the mall, both suffered non-life-threatening injuries. So police at least haven't said the details about this being an accident or the boy getting arrested in the dumpster. All of that came from the mayor who we just talked to, who said he was briefed by Chief Mike Trenley about this, calling it a scary accident, and the boy appeared to be scared here after this happened too. So whether it was an accident is again something that the police will be investigating at the early stages of it. That appears to be the case. The headliner, though, no active threat here at the mall. The suspect that we were talking about earlier appears to be the boy who, again, police say accidentally shot himself. That a second shot ended up going off, ricocheting and hitting another 15-year-old who was standing nearby. So that is the information, again, that we are getting from Toledo Police by way of Mayor Wade Kapszukiewicz. The kid was scared and ended up taking off and was found hiding in a dumpster. That is the word tonight coming from officials here in Toledo. So wanted to give you those updates that we just got here as we were able to confirm that information. More information coming up tonight on Action News at 11. Again, we've been talking to people who were there and who were inside the mall, who saw what happened or were in the area, I should say, whenever they heard gunshots go off. One person in the food court that we talked to when that happened. So you'll hear from all those people tonight on Action News at 11. And any new information that we're able to give you, we will do so at that hour. Until then, for all of us at 13 Action News, I'm Josh Group saying thank you for watching and good night from Toledo.